Hi guys!
Hey y'all!
Welcome back to Y'all Hearing This. My name is Kay. Thank you so much for coming back and checking us out.
Yes, and my name is Honeybee, or you can call me B, and whichever you choose is alright with her.
Us.
Period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's right. So, we are here on a Wednesday, and every week we pick a new artist of the week to feature, watch a couple MVs, watch a dance practice and a live, we watch a guide, and then we meet back here and do a podcast where we talk about it all. And this week we did LOONA, which was so much fun. Really love their music. The guide was a lot of fun. What was your kind of takeaway from the guide?
So I made a list because there's so many members.
Yes.
So let's see. We're gonna start with, I believe her name was Hasul.
Hasul, the leader.
Yes. I loved what stuck out for me with her specifically. What gravitated me towards her was the fact that she's the leader. She's also the mom of the group. And I relate to that so much just because I am that person. And I love the fact that she plays multiple instruments. And I also like the fact that she can sing and rap, which was super dope. So I really liked her. They all were amazing, but the ones that stuck out to me, I wrote these little things down. Which was Vivi, being the oldest. And I loved that they called her the fake Macne. Which was hilarious.
It's so funny that so many older members of the group are kind of the fake Macne, like with BTS. Jin is definitely the fake Macne, and he's the oldest, you know, so.
Yes. I also liked, I believe her name was Ives or Eve. Is it Eves?
I think it's Eve, just Eve.
Oh, okay.
You don't pronounce the S.
Oh, okay. So Eve was super, I thought it was super funny how it said that she was very touchy-feely. And just like that love language or that like what they do, you know what I mean? So
that's me all day long.
Yes. So I was dying. And then who else I wrote? Is it Go On?
Go On, I believe.
Go On. I loved her laugh. And they even said that she had the purest laugh.
It was super cute.
Was laughing. And also another comment that they said was that she's a living doll. And she literally looked like a living doll.
Yeah, she really did in that photo shoot. It was crazy. Yeah.
But they all were absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Like super duper dope.
Yeah.
What about you?
I picked 3 that I really liked their solo songs, what we heard of them. So I picked Cherry, Heejin, and Olivia. I just really I liked their vibe. I liked, I didn't write down notes, so which I should have. I probably should have. I'd know this by now, especially with 12 members. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, I'm super interested from that guide and going back and checking out the solos.
I first of all, I think we might have said this when we were watching the guide. It was either. Was it the guide or maybe during the videos? But we had mentioned we had never heard of anybody releasing when they debut a group, having each group member have a solo song.
Yeah. I have seen things similar. So XG and Baby Monster both kind of did that. Where they had, we watched some for Baby Monster. Remember they did the introduction videos and stuff like that?
Right.
And they each had dance videos and stuff like that. So it wasn't like a full song. But I have seen similar. But I have never seen them each person having their own song and video and then being announced.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't like they announced all 12 members. It was once a month. It sounds like they were introducing a new member.
Yeah.
Which
I think is I've never. I feel like I've never seen that where a group. I mean, in in K-pop or even outside of K-pop. I
Yeah.
don't think I've ever seen a group come together in the way that they're presented for the first time.
Yeah.
Like, because I guess in my mind, from a marketing standpoint, like I would be like, well, wouldn't you want to promote them all as one so everybody finds their favorite? But I feel like this is really unique because it shows each of their individualities with music, their sounds, or what they like. And then you'll kind of know going forward when you actually hear them as a group, it's like, oh, okay, well, you know, because this member came out with that song, now I can see where that is kind of influencing the group's music. You know what I mean?
I think it's a great way to build up, because I forget what the record company was, but it wasn't like one I recognized, you know? So it's a good way of building up interest for sure. Because it is a newer thing to do, you know? And also, by the time you're going to release a group thing, you already have this fan base kind of built in, you know? So I do think that that part is smart for sure. But it must have been torture to wait a year, because I also don't know if like it sounds like the members didn't even know. You know what I mean? So. Because
I was going to say, yeah. Maybe they didn't know.
Yeah, so it's crazy. They just were a bunch of trainees, you know. I mean, they probably had like a basic team maybe that they knew would be picked from or something. But like, yeah, it was definitely different.
I definitely want to, I'm interested in hearing their subunit music too, like the 1/3 and
XXYX.
Yeah.
No, YYZX or YY.
I think you were right.
YX, was it something like that? Anyway, yeah, there was
some part of the album,
and then odd eye circle or something like that.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, they that guy definitely gave us like that enough of like that taste.
Yeah, a little dip, toe dip.
And I mean, of course, you know, we only have heard 4 songs so far, you know, so, but I think we got like a decent range of songs too. Like, I think we got some more up-tempo ones. We got like a cute song. We got like more of, not ballad necessarily, but slower, you know what I mean? But yeah, I still think Butterfly is my favorite of the ones we've heard so far. I really like the choreography and things like that for that. But yeah, I can't wait to check out more.
Yeah, I love Butterfly.
Yeah.
It's just so dope. Butterfly was super just
sometimes that first
different.
Song you hear too, you're like, oh, okay. You know, it's got that nostalgia factor for you too, even though it's been a couple weeks since we watched it. So
for real.
Nostalgia, like in my day, you know.
Back in my day.
Exactly. In the year 2023.
Oh, it was a good year.
It was a very good year. Exactly. I feel like we're Stellar Waldorf from the Muppets. Oh man.
Oh gosh, yeah. I definitely want to, like I was saying, get to know more about. Actually, and oh man, I should have written it down. Actually, let me pull it up because I was trying to see when they debuted.
I think it said 2018.
I think it was 2018.
Yeah. I think the first video we watched was from 2018. So like they may have started it in 2017, but I think 2018 is like the group full debut. You know.
Because I was just like, it's just so interesting to me that of like, how do I say this? I think it's so dope to have such a large group and not necessarily saying that they're really trying to push it. Yeah. But to give them that space to show their individuality. Yeah. I think that's why I really like them so much. And I feel like their music makes more sense now. Yeah. Because it's not that it didn't make sense. It's just like, for me, when I listen to music personally, I'm always trying to like look at the picture. You know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to present? You know what I mean? What feeling are you trying to, stir up within me? Or what do you want me to get? You know what I mean? And I feel like them doing the solo songs, I'm like, oh, okay, I get it. Like,
I think too, 12 is a lot of people in a group. 12 is a lot of people in a group. you know, sometimes you see that and you almost get like intimidated. You're like, I am just never going to know all of these people's names and like put a name to a face and like know what this member is capable of and that member is capable of and that sort of thing. So that again goes back to those solos being really a great idea, you know, because then you really get to know each of the members as a solo before. And so you're like, oh, okay, well, oh, that voice. And now I know that's Heejin or whatever, you know. I still do want to know who's hitting those high notes in Butterfly because there's a couple candidates that I just don't know who it is. I don't know. So definitely let us know about that because whoo.
So I was going to say, I don't know if you want to read that.
Sure. Okay.
So this is talking about everything.
All right. So this is just from Wikipedia, guys.
Yes.
So on November 28th, 2022, JTBC reported that all of the remaining members, excluding Hyunjin and Vivi, had filed for a provisional injunction to suspend their contracts with Blockberry Creative. On January 13th, 2023, Heejin, Kimlip, Jinsol, and Cherry were granted preliminary injunctions and they subsequently signed with Modhouse on March 17th. On May 9th, Hyunjin and Vivi were granted preliminary injunctions. Both members signed with CTDENM 2 days later. On June 16th, Seoul Economic Daily reported that the remaining members had won the lawsuit against the label, terminating their contracts. On June 21st, it was announced that Haseul had signed with Modhouse. On July 5th, it was reported that Yeojin, Gowon, and Hyuju had signed with CTDENM. On July 6th, Eve revealed she would continue as a soloist. So I'm glad that they were able to leave their contracts for sure. I don't know what that means for the future because, but there is precedent for members being in different groups, like Mamamoo. There's 3 different companies that their members are in, but they still do make music as Mamamoo. I know there's a couple other ones too that, of course, I can't think of off the top of my head, but I know for sure. So I hope they continue to make music together. It sounds like they're mostly between 2 companies.
Yeah. And speaking of music,
yes.
I pulled up their discography.
Oh, cool.
And it said that they have released 5 EPs, 13 single albums.
Wow.
1 reissue. And they have 29 music videos, and they have never released an official album.
Full album, yeah. I find that so often in K-pop, you know?
Yeah.
Especially like newer groups that they do a bunch of single albums, a bunch of EPs and that sort of thing. And then, maybe a few years in, they'll do an album.
Yeah.
Because it's almost like out of sight, out of mind, you know? And there's such a cycle, that you have to keep releasing new music. And so you don't have enough time to make a whole album,
Yeah, it's like when I hear like single albums, like it always makes me wonder, like, is it just like one single or is it, okay, this makes sense. So the single albums.
Oh, are they individual?
Yes. So, yeah. Okay. I was like, because that's a lot.
Well, single albums too could be like, so like I believe like Jisoo Flower was a single album, but it had like a single and then the bonus track kind of B-side kind of thing.
Got you.
So it usually has a couple. Or like the single and then a remix, or the single and a rock version, a single and a whatever, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then EP is more like 4 or 5 songs maybe,
Yeah. Oh, see, I never knew that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I literally only have been learning this sort of thing through K-pop,
Yeah.
It's really funny because I know you've been a huge like music geek like your whole life, like that sort of end of things, where I think it's fascinating, but I haven't been as much, you know what I mean? Like I know a little bit about producers and things like that, but not to the extent. But now that I've been listening to K-pop, I've really gotten into that side of things too.
It's so dope because what happens, I feel like, is when you start to like, because you're essentially training your ear. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, like the second you hear a song that maybe was produced by, I don't know, Sugar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you'll be like, wait a minute. I know who produced that now. I can hear it now. And then you'll just start listening to other songs and you'll be like, that was influenced by Sugar. That was influenced by ATs. That was influenced by Stray Kids. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then you'll just be able to catch on to it.
Yeah.
Which is so dope. And I love that for you because once you do that, I feel like you can really customize like all the way down to your playlist. You'll be like, I'm in the mood for this because I like the way they made this. Like,
it's so funny because I still only have that massive K-pop playlist. I do have one playlist that has some mix of like Western stuff. I call it my nighttime playlist.
Yes.
It's like my getting in the mood kind of play. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Winding down or winding up.
Yeah, one of the two. Could be used for either.
Okay, girl.
But yeah.
Let them know.
Exactly. But so like I have that and that has very distinct vibes, you know? But yeah, I do still really need to do that. You know what I did the other day? I hadn't in a while updated my playlist with stuff we've been listening to lately. And I just did that the other day. And today I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I love this track. And we had, you know what I mean? Like, so that was really good. But yeah. There's just so much out there. There's just so much out there. And I love when I do like an album listening party, putting the whole album on there. And then I grow to love all the B-sides.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. You know? I love that. I listen, from day one I've said sometimes I actually like all the album tracks more than the actual singles.
Yeah, for sure.
And since we're talking about music, I figured this would be a nice little segue into a little segment we like to call Bee's Nectar of the Week.
That's right. What is Bee's Nectar of the Week?
Okay, girl. Well, since you asked. So, Bee's Nectar of the Week is something we do every week. As you guys know, we have, on Wednesdays, we have a featured artist, and we watch the MVs and do a podcast that you're listening to now.
That's right.
And while we're filming and doing all this, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking of, you know, well, what artist outside of the K-pop world kind of relates to this artist or has the same vibe or, you know, exudes, the same type of energy. And then I kick it off with giving Kay a couple of hints, see if she can get it.
So he kind of mentioned in between us filming that that I was going to die laughing at this one. So I was talking about dying at the... Oh, at the other one that we did. Oh, okay. All right, never mind.
Yeah.
Because I don't know.
This one, I thought about it, and I did go somewhat with a newer artist. They came out so one of the hints is they came out around I would say the mid 2010s.
Okay.
So around 2014 is when they came out.
Okay.
Another one is they're a native New Englander, as in Massachusetts.
Okay.
The reason I picked this person is because...
It's just one person?
It is one person. Yep, that's another thing. It's a solo artist.
Okay.
The reason I picked them is because when I think of LOONA and after watching their guide, there's a lot of just big feminine energy, and they also, again, that individuality is what keeps coming to mind when I think of LOONA. And the reason I picked this artist is because they are not just an artist, but they are a producer.
Okay.
They are a major songwriter, and actually they were known for their songwriting and then became an artist.
Sia?
That would have been a good one. Oh, I should have picked her.
I didn't know if she was from Massachusetts or not.
No, she's not.
Okay.
I don't think so. I could be wrong.
Yeah. I was going to say that was a shot in the dark.
This might be a little harder for you. Okay. I have a feeling it might be a little harder for you just because I can't, if I gave you one of the song names, you would instantly know who it is. Oh, possibly. Maybe not.
Yeah.
You never know.
I don't know.
And it is a female.
Yeah. Yep. So 2014, songwriter first for others. I don't know. I think the Massachusetts is throwing me off because I just don't know. I feel like I should know, but I don't. Yeah, I don't know.
So I am talking about It's All About That Bass. About that bass.
Meghan Trainor.
Yes.
Ah.
So the reason I picked her is also because her style is she likes to experiment with multiple different things. She came out first with that doo-wop type of sound mixed with pop, but she also really likes R&B. So she loves pop R&B and like mixing all those up. So when I listen to LOONA's music, that's what I think of. I think of pop, but I think of like hints of like R&B, hints of all these just other genres. Because I don't think like the songs that we have heard, they don't all sound the same. Like they all
not at all.
different.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And they've used very interesting like different sources and things like that. So yeah, okay, all right.
I went with Meghan Trainor.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you a little bio on her.
Okay.
So Meghan Trainor is a pop singer-songwriter from Nantucket.
Okay.
Before launching her solo career, she wrote songs for the likes of Sia and Sabrina Carpenter.
That's so funny. She wrote songs for Sia.
So I was dying.
Yeah.
She entered pop stardom with the controversial but danceable body positivity anthem All About That Bass, which led to her 2015 debut LP called Tidal.
Okay.
And then in 2016, she released her sophomore album called Thank You, which had the smash single No. I used to love that song. Oh my God. Peaking at number 3, as well as the top 20 track Me Too.
I love that one.
If I was you,
I'd wanna be me too.
And the reggae influence Better, which supported the release as well. And also touching base on the song Me Too, I thought it was super dope because she recorded a music video for that. And when the music video came out, she got a lot of flack because...
the Me Too campaign?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because what ended up happening was they released a music video and Meghan Trainor, All About That Bass, was body positivity. So, and she's a little thick. Like, she's not like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So she got hips and all that stuff. And what they did was she got a lot of flack because they thought it was her. Because when they released the video, it was fully edited and completely changed her size.
That's right. I remember that.
And she got pissed.
Yeah.
So she re-released. So she actually said, from this day, like, release my videos without me being edited, like none of that. Because she was like, that's not right.
Yeah.
And so she got a lot of flack for it because they thought it was her, but she was like, it's not me. She was like, I literally made a song about body positivity.
Right.
So but it was dope. Like, she ended up going on, like, I think, like, Jimmy Kimmel and, like, all this other stuff. Like, it was a big thing, and she literally took that power back. Yeah. Which I think is why so many more people ended up liking her even more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, I can see that. Yeah, I remember that happening now. Yeah.
All right. So she stayed reasonably quiet in 2017. She dropped the singles I'm a Lady for the movie The Smurfs. And then she had to go and get vocal surgery done during that year and needed time to rest her voice before returning.
Gotcha.
At the beginning of 2018, she began her comeback with the poppy track called No Excuses. And then it was originally, her third album was originally supposed to come out in 2019, but it was pushed back to January of 2020.
Which, of course.
And then everything happened.
Yeah, exactly.
And then her third album came out in 2020 called Treat Myself. And then
Treat yourself.
Right. Treat yourself, yeah. And then she had actually let me just switch over because I had to jump between two sources. So she then released...
She got married, right? She got married the kid from Spy Kids, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, she got married and has 2 babies now.
No,
I think she's either pregnant right now or just had her second baby.
Gotcha.
And then she released... Where is it? Child, get it together.
something more
there
recently?
we go. Yes, she released a Christmas album.
Oh, nice.
In 2020, at the end of 2020, called A Very Trainer Christmas, where she actually had her whole family sing on it because her whole family, they're all musicians.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, and then she released her newest album in October of 2022 called Taking It Back. And it's returned to her doo-wop and pop
I love that
sound.
I love that sound so much.
Yep.
Oh,
and
so much.
one of the songs on the album called Made You Look went viral and became a TikTok sensation at the end of last year into this year. So if you ever heard Made You Look, you should go listen to it because it's super dope.
I think I have like on TikTok, but I don't know that I've heard the whole song.
Yeah,
That's
it's
cool.
good.
That's
and
cool.
So yes, that is Miss Megan Trainor.
Oh, nice. I like that. That was cool.
So I have a question for you.
Okay, all right.
Since we are talking about the holidays, this would be a nice little Say What section.
That's right.
So our little Say What section is like a palate cleanser, how we end our episodes, all that great stuff. So we are in the month of giving thanks.
Yes.
So first of all, thankful for you.
Yes.
Thankful
absolutely.
for all that you do for this
Thank
amazing podcast. It's definitely been such an outlet for us to, again, explore new music. Gives us time to be together.
Yes, absolutely.
And, it's nice to, in this day and age, I think we've learned that you really have to pursue the things that you love.
Yes.
And life is not promised.
Yes.
If there's anything we learned, especially from the pandemic.
Yes.
So giving thanks, what are, I'm a foodie. So I have to ask you, what are some of your required dishes that have to be at your holiday gatherings? Specifically, we'll talk about Thanksgiving, or if you just have a Friendsgiving, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
What are some of the required foods? And then what are some of the traditions that you guys do?
So, well, this year is very different for me because I have become vegan.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. So this year we're doing tofurkey, which is not my favorite thing in the world. Like it's okay.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's pretty decent, especially if you put some gravy and some stuffing and stuff like that. We'll do some mashed potatoes and things like that. I really love, my mom makes these like crispy Brussels sprouts. They're so good. She air fries them. Oh,
that sounds delicious.
I love potatoes and things like that. I'm trying to think of what else. I love rolls. I love,
Have you seen the recent debate?
What's that?
This is what I should have asked you.
Yeah.
There's a debate that's happening in real time on social media. And there's a number 1 and there's a number 2.
Okay.
Number 1 has cranberry sauce out of the can. Number 2 has fresh cranberry sauce.
I hate cranberry sauce. It doesn't matter which way.
Okay.
So it's not for me either way.
Yep.
The one from the can just seems I'm not a cranberry fan. I love the cranberries. The music.
Yes.
Fruit and whatnot, not really my thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I opted for homemade because when I was a kid, I hated the cranberry sauce in the can.
Yeah.
When I say with a passion,
yeah.
My mom loved it. She would put it on her stuffing and just mix it up.
So I'm very much a person who eats things separately. I can't, you have your veggie and then you have your potato and then you have your meat or whatever. You can't.
You can't intermix?
It doesn't.
What if you just take a bite from one and then scoop it into the next? What? We living on the edge, girl?
No, can't do it. Okay. I can't eat things like shepherd's pie, all mixed together. I just don't like it. I like things separate.
A mean vegan shepherd's pie.
Yeah. You know what? I should pick your brain later because I really wanted to know if you have a recipe because I love meatloaf and I want to make vegan meatloaf.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my God. Easiest thing.
Awesome.
Do you know the easiest thing that you could literally take a regular menu, or like a regular recipe for meatloaf, and all you would have to do is just change out.
Well, so like my mom's recipe, I'm giving out family secrets now.
Uh-oh.
So hamburger.
This is good Thanksgiving talk.
Exactly. Hamburger, an egg, ketchup, oats, Lipton onion soup pack mix.
Yep.
So I know we could do like a meatless crumble instead for the beef, right?
So
is that what you would do?
So I would actually go and get the
like
the
Beyond Burgers.
Yes.
Oh,
so
that makes way more sense than what I was thinking.
Yes.
Way more sense.
Little trick too for you guys who are vegan and want to make something, especially for Thanksgiving, want to do something different, or not even Thanksgiving, just any holiday.
Yeah.
So I find that it's actually more expensive to buy the little things of ground beef.
Yeah.
So I actually will buy the hamburgers that are on sale.
Oh, nice.
And then I'll just let them defrost or whatever and just put them together.
Yeah.
But so for the egg replacement, I'll just do a little cornstarch.
Okay.
Or you could actually use egg replacement.
So they do have like Just Egg. I don't know if you've tried it. Yes. It's really good.
It is.
Would that work?
You could do that. Or there's actual so I get it at Job Lot, and I'll remind myself the next time I come up here to bring it. But they have by this company, and it has this dude who has like a train. He looks like a train conductor.
Yeah.
But I can't think of his name. It's something Mills is the company. But they make a lot of like different oats and flours and stuff. But they have something that's literally called egg replacement.
Oh, okay.
And I made my dad's meatloaf. I did that.
Okay, cool.
But so you can literally do whatever recipe you want. The only thing I would say is just use the egg replacement.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah, that's true.
And vegan Parmesan cheese.
Oh, yeah.
If you want to put that in there. Because I like to put Parmesan in mine.
Yeah, it's so good. Because that's like, it's funny. I really thought I would miss meat, and I really don't.
Yes. It's the homey meals.
Exactly. But yeah, meatloaf. I haven't had a meatloaf in forever, since before I was vegan. You know what I mean?
Oh my God. And also you could use that same little recipe. Now, people are going to laugh at me because it's something that's very old school. Yeah. I love stuffed cabbage. I do.
Oh, so, Ben made the other night, he just made fried cabbage. And it was so freaking good.
But like just taking a cabbage leaf, putting that mixture in the middle of it, and then you bake it all together.
Oh.
And so most people who do baked cabbages, they'll put like a sauce on top, like a red sauce or whatever. But you could just leave it like that. You can make some people gravy, like to do like a gravy. Yeah, I'm a gravy head. I love gravy.
So I was never a gravy person, but when you start eating tofurkey, you become a gravy person.
Yes. Or just some sort of sauce.
Yeah, you need a little something. You need a little something on there. You know need a little something. A woman cannot live on mashed potatoes alone.
Listen. Okay, butter only goes so far.
Yeah, exactly. I know.
But that's what I would do. I would literally like.
Wildflower down the road is taking pie orders, so I'm like, instead of trying to make stuff, I'm like, I'm just gonna go there and order some pies. Because I love their bakery. There's a vegan bakery in Pawtucket called Wildflower. They're so freaking good.
I should have owned stock in that motherfucker.
Yeah.
the amount of money, the thousands of dollars I have spent.
The other day I went and I got cornbread there, so we got some cornbred meal.
Did you do the regular or the jalapeno?
The regular.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was so good. I put some margarine on it. I just heated it up and yeah, we were going to my brother's birthday party, so I bought us some like cupcakes. So we can have something, you know?
Their focaccia bread.
Oh, it's so good.
I'm sorry. If y'all anybody that's listening that is from Rhode Island.
Yeah, go to Wildflower. It's so good. And go eat at Garden Grill, which is right next door.
Yeah,
and
same
owners. Mm-hmm. Such good vegetarian vegan food. Mm-hmm. So good. Korean tacos out of this world.
Oh my God.
Their BLT. Ben's been recreating their BLT. It's so good. You have to get the tempeh bacon.
Yes.
Toast wheat bread, avocado on it, lettuce, tomato, mayo. So good and creamy.
Oh my God.
And it like melts in. I'm so hungry now.
Wildflowers. Oh my God. Wildflower soups are incredible as well. And
I haven't tried them yet.
Their milkshakes, my favorite. I used to always get the creamsicle because they make their own homemade ice cream.
Oh, that's awesome.
And they will literally, and they do fresh squeezed juices. So they literally will take their homemade vanilla bean ice cream and
fresh squeezed orange
juice. And then I'll ask them to put some pineapple in it as well. And then we'll blend it up.
That sounds so
out of this world. Out of this world. Oh, bitch, we gonna have to go, girl.
I know.
We gotta wrap this up. So we love you, Loona. Y'all are you're all that. Okay,
yes,
we love y'all.
Absolutely. Definitely leave us some suggestions for more Loona for sure. Thank you guys so much as always for coming and joining us. We love you. We'll see you next time. Bye.